Hey, Vinyl Community, this is Chris. I thought I would, well, since I'm sitting here under a blanket of snow, finally the weather caught up to, you know, southeastern United States. So I figured I would take a stab at the hottest vinyl tag going on in the vinyl community at the moment, the soul and funk vinyl tag started by John Downing. 6-inch pianist 319. So there's a bunch of questions that I might have to read, but starting out is what's a good album that you're going to play for Saturday night? And the next question is for Sunday morning, so they might even be interchangeable depending on the mood you're in. But so I'm going to start with a little The Equals, Strike Again from 1969. This is on the Stateside label. So sort of a little bit rocking, little bit soul and funk, depending on how you want to categorize it. So this is called Ain't Got Nothing to Give You.
You can marry a rich man, you can marry a king if you want to.
Young Eddie Grant in this group.
I am not a rich man, I am not a king, but I want you, baby, I want you. But first of all, we gotta get organized. Let's get together, have some sort of compromise. Cause I ain't got nothing to give you.
So there'll be a few needle drops in this. So that was for Saturday night. And now for Sunday morning, put some Frida Payne on. This might be her first album on Impulse, After the Lights Go Down. So this one will be Lonely Woman, which is an Ornette Coleman song. So sometimes Sunday morning might be mellower. Unless you need a pick-me-up, then you might play the Equals instead and put this on for a late night vibe.
Lonely in the night.
This is more on the jazz side of things.
Who can she tell?
Just like the Equals were more on the pop rock side, maybe. But
They that listen to
so this is 64,
they don't
several years before her big hit Band of Gold. I think that was 1970. So
She is a
nice mellow vibe there. And then we go on to the next question. What would you play for a cover version of a song, of a soul song? So I'm going to play Leroy Gomez and the title track Gypsy Woman. So this is a cover of a Curtis Mayfield song from 1978. Leroy Gomez. There you go. He was also the lead singer of Santa Esmeralda. And I like this cover version even better. Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. So now we're sort of on the disco side of things. Leroy Gomez. Only 2 tracks on this side. Can't wait for the vocals. There you go. All right. The next question prompt is what would you use as music for a car chase? I'm paraphrasing all these things from what John's original wording, but so I'm going to pick something on the countryside of things now. Vassar Clements Band, and we're going to pick the song Don't Mess With My Funk. So this makes me think of like a Burt Reynolds car chase in Smokey and the Bandit series. (1977). All right. Next one is what album cover? Picture somebody that you think is looking pretty cool. So I'm going to pick this Bobby Womack album from 1970. And there he looks even better on the back. Nicely dressed, ready to go. Bobby Womack, My Prescription. I'll skip the sample on this one and go to the next, which is a song or album with the horns. What would you pick? So I'm going to pick this single here, Danny White. I think that's 1965 on the Frisco label. Can't Do Nothing Without You on that side, and Miss Fine on this side. So we're going to sample that one. There's some horns going on. picture sleeve.
And I would have checked the light. Just couldn't make up mine. Oh, my.
All right, there were some horns going on there. All right, next question is what White Soul album song sample or whatever would you show? So I'm going to show Paul Revere and the Raiders going to Memphis, and we're going to play I Don't Want Nobody, which is a 1967 recording by the Masqueraders. Just a coincidence, it's the Masqueraders and then Paul Revere and the Raiders. So, Columbia 1968 issue. So, white artist covering a soul song.
Have you ever loved and lost? Because somebody led you down the wrong road? Well, I have, but I don't want it. That's why I don't want nobody to leave me on, to leave me on. And I don't need nobody
With Mark Lindsay on
to
vocals.
leave me on, to leave me on. You lead me in the wrong direction. Leave me on with
All right,
perfection. And tell me
next prompt, it will be, or next question, what would you recommend to somebody getting into soul music, a newbie? Good song. So for that, I would recommend Dwayne Allman Anthology Volume 2. Because he was a session guitarist on a lot of things that are pertinent to this thread, this final tag. So I'm going to play this song that he was on called It Ain't Fair by Aretha Franklin. This album, this compilation, anthology, was put out in 1974. On the Capricorn label. That could be him there. Dwayne, that is. Okay. Now a song that has been sampled. So I'm going to pick Lou Courtney from this album, Skate Now, Shing-a-Ling. On the Riverside label. And the song we're gonna pick I think I picked the song that he did but isn't on this album. So the song was Hey Joyce. So messed that up, so I'll just have to play something off of here. But Hey Joyce was the song. That was 1967 album. Sampled by OSTR. Don't know them. DJ Shadow. Heard of him, and the main source. So it had a horn or a bass part shortly into the song that they all like to use. So that didn't work out very well. But moving on, Sweet Harmonies, I think is the next one. So that's going to be another 45 by the Remarkables from 1965. So is the feeling still there on this side? And we're going to play the flip side, Easily Misled, on Audio Arts is the label.
Don't believe us, don't be misled. Don't believe us, don't be misled.
The Remarkables. And what record would Sweet Harmonies would I show? All right, some Sweet Harmonies there. And then the next one will be a modern soul album, which I couldn't find any, or I don't have any. So I changed it around to what's the most recent album that you got. So I got this Candy Staton compilation from issued in 2021. I got it late in 2023. Troubles, Heartaches, and Sadness. I saw the Vinyl Community Gunkles. I think they had reviewed this album and had some samples. So it sounded good enough to force me to go out and buy it. So we'll play a little bit of this title track. Troubles, Heartaches, and Sadness. An Ann Peebles and Don Bryant song.
You stop knocking. You stop knocking at my door. You used to be a good friend of mine, but you can't hang around
From
me no more.
1971.
Stop knocking at my window, 'cause I don't want.
Okay, and then the final one is what am I going to pick for the jukebox? So I'm going to pick something from the Kate Brothers, 1977, no, 1975. This jukebox selection will be Union Man. does feature Steve Cropper as a rhythm guitarist. These are the Kate brothers. Ernie and Earl. One's a vocalist and one's a lead guitarist. Union Man from the Kate brothers. All right, that was my attempt at the soul and funk vinyl tag, which didn't work out too well. Hardly any soul and funk. So, thanks for putting up with that. Too bad I didn't get the Lou Courtney song in there, Hey Joyce, so you could hear that the bass that they like to sample. So I'll be seeing everybody on the next video. So thanks for watching. See you later.